Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. I'm doing sign readings today. I'm hopefully going to have all 12 posted today. My apologies for being gone for so long. I looked at my channel today. I was like, holy crap, it's been 5 months. Like, that's crazy. At least that's what my YouTube tells me. So I am not anticipating being gone again. But I said that last time and then I was. So it just is what it is, but I'm back. Yeah, so I don't know who I'm reading for yet, but I feel really compelled to use some of my darker decks for this reading. This reading. And sorry if I shift around a lot. This chair is so uncomfortable when I do multiple readings in a row. So let's see who I'm reading for. There is only 2 signs left to read. So bear with me while I get a major out here. I hope you guys have been well. We're doing Cappies or Saggies? Saggies, Knight of Wands. That's Saggy. That's funny. I thought you guys would be dead last because your energy was literally coming out in every single reading. Temperance, every single reading. Saggy energy, which is so weird. Like, none of the planets are really in Saggy right now. It's just odd. Don't know why. Maybe something's gonna happen in Saggy season. I'm not sure. It is the South Node right now, so I guess that does kind of make sense. Everyone is moving away from and working with that axis of energy and their purpose and stuff. If you're not sure what I mean, you could Google North and South Node. We are wrapping up that energy, so I guess, but it is weird. Anyways, Sagittarius. What's up with my Saggies? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. That's Ace of Wands. Whoa. Hello. That's a new start if I've ever seen one. Holy crap. The trifecta. Wow, that's beautiful. I love this deck. New passionate, creative, even sexual beginning, sexual liberation. This can be sometimes falling in love or healing or on your path, a brand new start, a new adventure. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. So we'll clarify all 3 of these together. That's awesome. No wonder, again, as we're moving out of Saggy South Node energy, we are moving away from Saggy energy. So the other signs might be kind of drawing on Saggy energy and like pushing into a new start, especially as we wrap up the lessons of the Gemini North Node and Sag South Node. Just saying. But wow, that's crazy. Oof. We do have a Page of Wands on the bottom. And then a 6 of Swords. That's like moving into like very like harmonious, calmer waters, right? Feminine. That's like the Page of Swords. Or the Page of Wands. I'm just looking at this card. I think it's very interesting that they have a ram and a lion in this card, but no Saggy energy. She doesn't have a bow. There's no horse or anything. That's kind of funny. But I am seeing that as you guys in feminine energy, man or woman. Let's get an animal totem out here. Panther. Woo! Dang. I mean, talk about being stripped of old things. That's a purging energy and fire energy. Is there an animal totem that wants to present for Sagittarius? Whoa. Oh, and I gotta say, I said this in the last reading because we had a lot of new start vibes, but oh, peacock. Hawk. Okay. I'm not gonna take that. It like flew off the table. But this is like mad pregnancy vibes, just saying. If you want to get pregnant, you want to get someone pregnant, or you don't want that, just be careful with that. Seriously, like that's a wand, the seed, right? That's like the womb. Or that, I guess, is literally the seed. That's, you know what I mean. Okay, just saying. You get it. You get it. Anyway. That's a very Saggy card there. Love it. Okay, Sagittarius. Any animal totems for Saggy? Oh, wow. Interesting. Maybe feeling a bit shy, hesitant about this. This could definitely be like a heart and soul project because the Ace of Wands, that is creative force, action, passion. The Ace of Cups, that's your heart space, your emotions, what matters to you, your path, right? Your higher self even. And then the Ace of Pentacles, what you're like planting in the ground, your seed, to water with your heart, right? That's like watering the seed, and then this is like the sun making it grow, right? But this is a very hesitant, shy, almost reluctant energy, but it does speak specifically to artistry. This is earth energy, the raccoon. It talks about kind of slinking away or keeping oneself hidden in the shadows. That might be, with what's showing on the bottom, a tactic being used before you're ready to like unveil whatever it is like you're unveiling here with this like crazy breakout new path energy. So this is either speaking to someone who is quite tactfully underplaying their talents or kind of keeping their ideas to themselves, or someone that's actually quite not insecure but kind of doubting their abilities or their talents, especially as an artist of sorts. That's what this does refer to. It's kind of like hiding in the shadows, whether that's intentional or out of insecurity or reluctance to really showcase your abilities, and or maybe being unaware of truly how talented you are, or aware but you're just kind of again insecure or purposely keeping that under wraps for sure. This is air energy. That's a big booming voice, right? Like in this card, I always get that he's like standing on the moon, or like he's definitely, this bird is in outer space, and the truth that's coming out of this bird, the communication or the insight or the idea, is so bright. It's like the freaking sun, like is shining through space. It's booming. Like I just always get booming off this. It's like, and like it, like look at all the light. Look at all the light. This could be also like an inspiration for sure with that raccoon energy, right? Look at all that light, some like being lit up, right? So if this is like an inspiration, either from someone else that inspires you, or a concept comes to you, or just something clicks, this could also be shining light on this raccoon who is going to step out and start emitting that light themselves, stepping out of the shadows there. Very interesting energy. I like it a lot. So let's look at this raccoon further with a more descriptive deck. We'll use the chakra, I think it's called the chakra wisdom deck, chakra healing, I'm not sure. My mom gave it to me. Tell me about this raccoon. I think it all kind of came out already. But yeah, getting so many messages already from this reading. Tell me about raccoon for Sagittarius, please. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Self-worth. What was I talking about? Ooh, there's some guilt. There's some pretty, like, insecure or negative focused energy on the bottom. Kind of regard like guilt and like trickery, facade, that refers to like things of the past, actions taken, right? That's why would we feel guilt about something that hasn't even happened yet. But we do have self-worth, and like again, this person is like looking like the raccoon, like do I get on the chair, do I take my throne here, right? It's reluctantly looking at their path there. Self-worth, obviously. And this is orange. This is sacral energy, which is all about self-expression, creativity, sensuality, sexuality as well. This could be like like a new relationship as well, just saying. There's quite a bit of sacral energy coming out here. But the other cards that flew out, again, self-worth is speaking to those of you that are in the boat of like not fully realizing, like that reluctance to showcase or realize your talents or skills, right? And then on the bottom, what flew out, I haven't seen what else, but there is isolation here, speaking to those who are purposely, like, look at that tux. It's just waiting. It's just waiting in the closet. That actually says invitation, right? It's like an invitation to step out. Or for those, like, I'm kind of getting the isolation for those that are like intentionally, because I'm definitely picking up on two groups with this message. For those that are like intentionally hanging behind the scenes, and they're like actually like wearing this suit, like, I'm the fucking bomb, but you don't know that yet. You don't know that because I'm biding my time, and when I come out with this idea or this project or this communication, it's gonna be like bam on the scene. You can't not notice me. I'm in a freaking tux, right? Just biding your time, working out the kinks, making sure that when you come out onto the scene, it's gonna go right, you know. Then there's okay, so insecurity, right? Okay, so directly, mostly I'm picking up on the group of you who are reluctant with this new path, because again, this card, you know what, I'm actually gonna read it because I feel like there is gonna be like a specific message in there for you guys regarding this raccoon energy. Where are you? Ooh. Raccoon, talented, shadowy, in hiding. So all the things that I was talking about. Raccoon energy is that I'm just going to hold up this new beginning energy while I read this to you, because this is speaking to the raccoon stepping forward out of hiding, right? At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image. Self-image. Right? There's guilt underneath that as well, self-image. At worst, so that's shadow raccoon energy, right? Self-image and success. This is like a very successful new beginning. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Self-worth, hopping on that throne there. Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved, and that's this insecurity here too. In balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. We do have service, which speaks to being of service to others, in particular, through, you know, that's more sacral energy, creative self-expression, which is this is a highly creative energy here, especially with that. Until this creative ego fear is resolved, generous friend, exceptional artist, or when out of balance, competitive, starving artist, to bring into balance, make new work. I want to share something with you guys that one of my mentors has shared with me, and then I'll read the Nightingale to you because I think that's important as well. I don't think there's going to be many cards in this reading. I'm just going to pull from one more deck. So, like, I don't want to rant too much about this because it's still in progress, but I recently started on, like, a journey of, like, making lifestyle changes, bettering myself, taking a new path, taking on a new way of being. And I did have support in that. I do have a mentor in that who's supporting me with that. And one thing that he said to me, he literally just called me one morning and he's like, you know what, today's the day. There's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be another reason why you don't go for something, or why, like, the more you feed those doubts, the more power that they have, right? And again, with the raccoon again may not know how exceptionally talented it is because it's always stayed in isolation. It's never quite worked out the kinks of like, hey, if I actually go for that thing or that idea, I might be really, really good at it. Again, I am picking up on a slight group of you that know that they're very talented and they are intentionally kind of hiding away and biding their time because they want to perfect their work. But for most of you, again, it's an ego issue wrapped up in, again, self-worth, insecurity, possibly guilt about how things have gone in the past. You know, but again, with the isolation energy, you know, if you sit in, you know, I know for me, like when the pandemic started, I wasn't working and like I got like really complacent. Like I didn't really have anything, I didn't have a job to go to. I lost a lot of my creative passion at that time. And it was just from sitting for so long and just being stagnant and like not infusing my life with something new and interesting. And this is definitely new and interesting. And the thing is, like if this raccoon's never been, given themselves the opportunity to develop like this, you know, again, no judgment, everyone's path is different, but it really did mean a lot to me for me when one of my mentors was like, hey, like, again, there's always going to be a reason, an excuse to wait till tomorrow. You know, even like one a day is something I've heard before too and mentioned on this channel is like, even if you're not in a place to like fully be like, yeah, I'm the shit, like look at me in my suit, I'm gonna take the world by storm here, one a day, even for those struggling with like extreme depression or something, it's like you're not gonna, you might, if you're struggling with something like that or self-doubt, or artist block or something like that, you might not go out and like write the next like best-selling novel overnight, or the creative juices may not be flowing, quite as much, but even if you write like one sentence or you do one push-up, it's better than nothing, right? And I find that like once you start, that's often like the kicker to like motivate you to keep going. Like I know for me, sometimes I'll put off cleaning and I'm like, oh my god, and then it's like I have so much to do, it feels overwhelming. And then once I just start doing it, I get all like into it and I'm like, holy crap, next thing I know, I'm like cleaning out my cupboards and stuff, right? So sometimes you just have to push forward and start. But there is also a message for some of you where this energy has been like a lifelong energy and you haven't really wanted to like not do much, but like you never really looked at yourself that way, and something's coming in here and like shaking things up. And this is like a new idea or an opportunity comes your way where it's like, oh, I think I really can rise to this occasion. Or again, maybe you meet a mentor and they're like supporting you, or they show you a skill set that you didn't know that you had or something like that. That's definitely for some of you. Let's look at the Nightingale really quick, and then I'm just going to get a couple cards from the sister deck to the Animal Totem deck, the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal. Nightingale. And make no mistake, this is a very powerful, powerful card. It is surpassed. Like the energies get stronger, I find, in this deck. And more powerful, the further into the element you get. This is air. This is second only in strength and power to Peacock, Hawk, and Eagle. Hawk and Eagle are very divine heavy energies, just saying. Well, some of you are definitely artists, like musicians, like musical artists, singers specifically with that voice. The Song of the Night, fearless voice, speech. Some of you, it's about speech too, and being a leader, big time. For some of you, with that service to others energy. Communication or song, for some of you, for that third group, I'm picking up this is the inspiration that comes in and changes everything for you. But for most of you, this is like your actual voice. And make no mistake, like if you sing or you make music, those are vibrations, right? Energy is vibrations. you know, it's powerful when you make music, when you communicate that way. Others experience your energy, right? And if you're making music that you're very passionate about, that's high vibe. You're putting high vibratory energy out into the world through your physical voice. You know, dancing does that too, just saying. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly, the simple brown bird almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds. Again, that unassuming energy of the raccoon, like I'm nothing special, I'm just a brown bird, and then this comes out, right? Reminds me of that Medusa track. Um, oh, what's it called? Piece of Your Heart. There's like a live version, and like I watched it one time, and I was like, that voice is coming out of that dude. And it's cool to watch the video, the live performance. Sorry, I know I'm rambling, but it's just a good point. Like, it's kind of cute because when you watch the video, he's got like this really deep masculine voice. But then when you watch them perform live, they're just like, they look like a bunch of kids who started a like a synth band in their freaking basement or something, and you can tell they're just like having so much fun and they're really passionate about it and they're just doing their thing, man. They're like, they almost kind of look nerdy. They're like young and nerdy guys putting out these hit tracks that are being played all over the world now, and like when you watch them, they're just like these young nerdy guys who just like started a band. Just saying, right? It's kind of like that. Transports its listener to the realm of poetry. For some, this is writing. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. And for those of you where this isn't about art or music, this is about the song of life and letting an opportunity or a new path transform you. Music heals, it's like the song of the universe, right? Inspiration could come through music too. If this isn't about you performing music, definitely music could come as an inspiration, or going to a show with that invitation energy too could change your life. That says invitation down there. You can't see it, but it does say invitation. Just saying. Sorry, I'm getting a lot with this reading. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. We do create from the heart just as much as the mind, right? Emotions, again, what kind of energy is being poured into a project or a venture, right? If it's coming from the heart, with all this sacral creative self-expression, that's like very high vibe, right? Bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, let it out. When in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy, lump in the throat, reserved. Bring into balance. Music will help you at this time for sure. For sure. Even if it's just like the music of the forest. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you. Like the music of actual birds, like the music of life. If it's not about you performing music yourself or listening or getting invited to a show or something like that,